star community. We keep hearing about the stars in Hollywood. And a lot of people try to convince us, oh, these are just ordinary people, but it's all lighting, and they have a stable of PR people, the spinmeisters, it's all spin. And this is why people love getting the tabloids at the supermarket, because there are these candid photos of the famous star at the beach, and all of a sudden she's got some cellulite in her thighs. All of a sudden, without makeup on, when they just see her running out to the market, she thinks she can sneak out just to get a quart of milk. But lo and behold, there's a photographer who gets a picture of her what she looks like without makeup. So they lead us to believe that these stars, it's just something that's manufactured, but it's not real. But I had a vivid demonstration. There's something real there. There is an aura. I was on the stage singing one night, and 90 degrees to my left, the door opened. And I felt a magnetic force pulling my head in the middle of the song, pulling my head, and in walked, at that time, the most famous movie star in the world. She had an aura. Charisma. It translates to divine favor. Divine favor. She was imbued with the presence of the source, was favored by the source, and it emanated from her in such a powerful electromagnetic force field, it pulled my attention. I don't want to say against my will, I wasn't fighting against it, but my attention was on singing this song and performing for my audience. But unbeknownst to me, there was a more powerful force out there than these people out here. There was this magnetic star. There's a reason why they're called stars. I found out. There's a reason why they end up in Hollywood, because it emanated from them their whole lives. They stood out in the 3rd grade or in the 8th grade or whatever group they were in. They stood out. They had star power. They were imbued. They were favored by the source from birth. And at some point someone said, you know, you should be in movies. You should have a bigger audience than just us folks here. And the funny thing was that this aura, this charisma, this divine favor, this star power that emanated from this movie star, it is this same D-E-I-W, Dieu, divine shine, that radiance that we've been talking about. That is the source's presence. So from this movie star walking in the door, I felt that same aura, that same charisma as I had felt in this Miss X. And in that moment when she walked in, I knew that it was inevitable that Miss X would walk in that same door. They were flip sides of the same coin. They were in some way twins.